Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to episode 9 of Code Geass, stage 9, Refrain.
Okay, last episode...
Refrain from what?
Or are we
like, is it like another
repeating something? Yeah, we'll see. Last episode we had the Black Knights be formed by Lelouch.
I'm super excited to see, kind of now that it's public knowledge, how the like general populace opinion shifts.
You're interested to see how people receive the Black Knights? Yeah, I wonder if they're, because like you gotta think that if you're Japanese, you gotta be like, this is a more fresh take and Zero's been right twice now.
Right, and there's a big difference between like a group that's working for justice that like you only ever hear about and like they work undercover and they're like super secretive versus a group that's like, nope, this is us. Yeah. This is where you can find us.
If you're excited for this episode of Code Geass, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below for more episodes coming every Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see these episodes of Code Geass, My Hero Academia, and Demon Slayer, check out the Patreon linked in the description below where they are all posted in their extended full-length forms. All right, are we excited for episode 9 of Code Geass?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Dunderheads, this video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
Lelouch, a young outcast prince of Britannia, possesses two great powers. One of them is Geass, the absolute ability to compel any person to do whatever he commands. The other is the Black Knights, his military force assembled with the intent of destroying the Britannian Empire ruled by his father. Lelouch has made his move to avenge his mother's murder and to create a world in which his younger sister Nonali can find happiness. What will be the final outcome of these actions? At this point, no one can predict.
And C2 is narrating.
Yeah.
Whoa, new intro animation?
Goodness. Holy shit.
Whoa. Okay. No, it's a... it's a little...
Okay.
Is this a little different?
A little extra.
What was that at the beginning?
A little spice to it.
Oh, it is different.
Okay.
Or it's not.
Or photos? Different photos?
I don't think it is. No, it's not. I'm just
We're
reading
just making things up.
No, that beginning was a little different. No, something... Yeah, no, it's shifting, I think. Maybe not. Maybe it's been a bit. Maybe
okay, well, at this point, waffling
that was not
back
there.
and forth.
That was not there. Nope, that wasn't there. Yep, this is new. Interesting, just new graphics.
I mean, that makes sense if you have like a graphic.
Yeah, because look, now we get Zero. I mean,
right.
Like the whole forces are going to be shown here because it usually was just these two.
Yeah.
And now we get this guy.
I mean, it makes sense if you have like a consistent intro, but then there are like a couple frames that like super spoil something. So you just wait until it's not a spoiler to put it into the intro. So you don't have like a new intro, but you're not like missing a main character in the first season's intro because it would be a spoiler.
Yeah, totally. And that's Toto, which was the leader of the other faction of the Japanese like militant group trying to fight back. All the contrast. Every time they animate the Lancelot, it just looks so cool.
Right.
Whoa, she gets a new mech.
Okay.
And also, was that like an atomic bomb blast I just saw? I want to know more about her and her past and powers, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I just like her outfit too.
Whoa. Another, oh, there's a Lancelot. I wonder if we're gonna meet the other Knights of the Round Table in terms of King Arthur speak, because they've had Lancelot, they've had knights, like it seems
Merlin.
like yes.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they've mentioned Merlin yet.
No, I'm saying that would make sense for like their next thing.
Or like a Morgan Le Fay.
Kallen, I mean Miss, forgive me. I didn't wish to wake you.
Kallen, that's how it's pronounced. I keep forgetting.
Letter this time it broke.
We'll just get it cleaned up and be quick about it.
Oh my god.
Mistress, you've been attending school quite a bit lately. Making any friends there?
I don't see how that's any of your business.
Huh.
That's so mean.
Go, will you?
Okay. All right.
And, ooh, what was that on
A
the...
sticker on the face of, I'm assuming, the mom.
Presumably. Or is that... You don't think that is the maid that she's talking to?
No.
Is the hair color different? Or... Because my thought
It's
was if she's
not.
half Britannian, half Japanese, potentially her mom...
Is like working for... Okay.
No, her mom... Would imagine a situation where her mom was a maid and then a Britannian had an affair with their maid.
Right, I feel like the child that resulted from that would not
Hair
be
color
in a
is
situation like this.
Well, I feel like if you're a Britannian and maybe a noble, technically, like kind of like Jon Snow, who's like a bastard, but technically also...
Right, but they wouldn't have had his mom work in the castle because that makes the whole thing way more complicated.
That's true.
Like
That's
they
true.
tried to
And that looks
remove
different.
him.
Yeah, I'm reading it. Yeah, okay. The view of the city is so cool, like
Yeah.
the
But
future.
why waste it on the 11s? That's why I'm selling it to you, my friend. The 11 population could use a little thinning out if you ask me.
Oof.
Whoa.
Your payment will be transferred to your wife's account.
Princess
Black
Cornelia
Knights?
is a soldier. This sort of thing doesn't interest her all that much.
So this is the kind they're going to be
Okay.
way more active.
Yeah.
You're the...
Yeah.
Sick.
Oh. Maybe don't say that in the middle of class.
I like you dozing off in class like that.
You could learn a thing or two from Lelouch. He's an expert.
Wait, what?
I think she was dreaming.
Of what just happened?
No, just of the Black Knights in general.
The Black Knights!
Oh, and she was there, so maybe she's just remembering it.
Right.
And she's too tired because she was a part of that, maybe. That's probably what
I
happened.
like you dozing off in class like that.
You could learn a thing or two from Lelouch. He's an expert at sleeping in class.
He's not sleeping now, is he?
I don't
That's
know what he's up to
suspicious.
Night after night, but he sleeps
That's
through
what-
about half of
Seems
it.
fake.
But it's also the fact that if they're tired at the same time, they might be on the same team.
Alchemist front. I want to solidify domestic affairs. It's high time Area 11 was made a satellite nation. For that to happen, we need to stamp out terrorism, of course. But another major problem is the rampant abuse of Refrain amongst the 11s. Productivity is plummeting.
Oh, Refrain is the name
It's
of the
coming in
drug
on
they were
Chinese
selling.
Federation's
Oh,
future. We
okay.
have to put an end to it.
Okay.
Yes, but be careful.
You as well.
What about the Black Knights in Zero?
I'll let them roam free a bit longer. I owe them that for saving your life. However, upon my return, once I've cleaned up this area, I'm entrusting it to you. Try to stay out of harm's way from now on. All right, Yuffie?
Interesting to see the soft
Alright.
side of Cornelia.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was one word we didn't hear when they were loading that stuff on the truck, which was like, blank, I'll sell it to you because we should thin out the population. They said, we'll sell it to you, and they were talking about Refrain, this drug that
Gotcha.
they're taking.
Right.
Interesting to call a drug Refrain.
Try to
And
stay
you
out of
can't
harm's way
refrain
now
from
on.
doing it.
All right, Yuffie?
Because Clovis was an offspring of the Britannian Emperor. That reminds me, you're one of his children too, aren't
Oh
you?
my god.
But I suppose for now.
When he spoke to me that night, what was he alluding to?
Wonder if she told Cornelia.
Suzaku,
Mm-hmm.
what would you make of all this? About what Zero is doing?
And he didn't kill her because he thought she'd actually be a good leader.
Right.
At least that's my assumption.
This double life sure is a killer.
Stop it! I'm not kidding!
Sorry, Lelouch, but it's the president's orders.
Yeah, like you're not enjoying this at all?
Will you hold still?
No way. They're dressing up like a furry.
Alright.
Good morning, I guess.
Oh,
I know
National
someone
Cat
exactly
Day or
like
the
that.
cat parader.
Didn't we
They
tell
mentioned
you?
it.
It's our welcome party for Arthur.
Oh my god.
Sounds like fun.
Alright.
Well, classes are postponed. We might as well have some fun, right?
I set some stuff aside for you to make up for all my getting so upset before. Take your pick.
Oh my god.
For me?
She doesn't need a costume.
his
You're already
accenting.
wearing a mask.
He looks
so
fantastic.
You really are a riot.
Wait, what did he say?
What?
You're already wearing a mask, right?
You really are a riot, you know that? You ought to be on television.
What do you think, Miss TV star?
Oh, I thought she meant Lelouch.
Would you quit joking about that? The whole thing's a huge pain in the butt. We've been hounded with questions.
Oh, because they were all in.
Night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even in the bath.
We haven't been able to leave school grounds in a week.
It's like my hero.
I don't feel for you, but I don't see why we can't leave either.
If I go down, then we all do.
That's a little dark, right, Suzaku? Huh?
I'm glad that we could all be together again. You know, like this.
Okay.
Come on.
He's just happy to have friends, I guess. It's like a WWE move.
Refreshing about Suzaku, though.
It's so funny to think I helped save their lives. Ever since we made our big splash at the hotel jacking, the Black Knights have taken the world by storm.
I wonder when they'll find out.
Just as Zero proclaimed we would. Terrorists who involve civilians, an overbearing military, criminal syndicates, corrupt politicians.
They're having an impact.
If the law would not punish them, then we would. In the blink of an eye, we'd become heroes. Support for us has swelled, and we've even gotten our hands
They're doing
on some
it.
nightmares again. Of course,
Becoming the symbol.
no one could show that in public.
Stop pretending you're a Black Knight. But why? You mustn't ever say anything against Britannia. We're 11s. Have you forgotten that?
Yeah.
Because our leader Zero had killed Prince Clovis.
It's gotta be so scary for a parent.
There are many in our ranks who wish to know his true identity, myself included. But if we push too hard, I suspect that he would vanish. And without him, I'm fairly certain we'd be finished.
Hey there, pal.
Interesting. So the entire society is like starting to buy in. What do you make of that?
If there's such little resistance, I mean, obviously, like the people who are being directly affected, I mean, it makes sense that the people who are being oppressed would be supportive of the Black Knights, but the fact that it's like a large population even outside of the people who are targeted just shows that it's like exclusively a very high up Britannian thing, and it's not this like, oh, everyone thinks like this. It's just kind of the way it's been structured.
Interesting. Yeah, I think the thing is he waged war just against the higher ups and wanted to include Britannians in the cause as well, and I think he's achieving that. Like, I feel like it's interesting that I think we saw Britannians also imitating him. I wonder if Britannians would face the same scrutiny from authorities for imitating or revering Zero versus like people like Japanese people.
I think they would definitely negatively think about both, but it's a different kind of disdain.
I feel like it's more jail versus like a fine, like a less disdain, more one could be a seat, like I think they'll be different.
Yeah.
Because one's Britannian and one is Japanese.
100%. Yeah, I totally
wonder
agree.
if Britannian even will. I
Gotcha.
don't know.
Okay.
Because I was wondering specifically because like people that are Japanese have every reason to join this cause.
Exactly.
I'm wondering what's going to happen to Britannians who also are like, yeah, we're kind of running the world the wrong way.
And if like the Britannians who are supportive of Zero and that whole cause starts fighting the like elites who are fighting for them, they're just fighting each other. And it makes it clear that if you are physically fighting the people you claim you are protecting and trying to help, it just shows how like bullshit the whole thing is.
Yeah, so hopefully they can get all of Britannia to turn against the elites, because there's a lot of like Lelouch is Britannian, Kallen is Britannian, and like they're fighting against, and if they can get every other Britannian to do that, then it's just the elites versus them, and they could stand a chance.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain we'd be finished.
Yeah, everything kind of rests on Lelouch right now.
Yeah, seriously.
I haven't seen you much lately.
It's a lot of pressure.
Really? Yeah, really.
And she's the one who's really afraid of Japanese people.
Yeah.
Just kind of deep-rooted racism.
Why would the masses flock around those who saved Euphemia?
Even Kyoto has said that they would send the Black Knights the Gurren Mark II.
To those would-be Robin Hoods?
They're not part of the resistance. Killing Kusakabe was proof of that.
The colonel killed himself, didn't he?
Well, I hear they didn't try to stop him. In any case, Lieutenant Colonel Toto, we can't let this stand.
Will they join or will they fight against Zero now? That's a big question.
Mistress Kallens.
Well, and that's such a like left turn, right turn decision. Like you can't go back from that.
President, I just dropped by to give you something.
Huh?
gotta choose either stay in the past or advance.
Yeah.
Perhaps, or maybe
We'll be in my room.
as you wish.
Oh, I heard you had a
Okay.
family here. I was sure it would be a boy, out all night and missing school, not to mention all your visits to the ghetto. You're lucky your father's back in the homeland. No fighting one's blood, is there?
You're the one who's enjoying Dad not being around here, aren't
That's
you?
her mom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear, what have I done?
What's wrong with you?
Forgive me, milady. Forgive me.
Can't you do anything right? Besides selling your body, that is.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
So I think the suspicion it's confirmed that it was an affair with the maid that created Kallen.
Gotcha.
That's kind of what I was reading. Is this
interesting?
Like, won't you just go away because she was pained when she got through the door? I think the reason she's mean is because she can't face the fact that her mom is in that position.
Interesting.
She's trying to create a distance.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just misdirected anger. I'm getting very like, oh, that's terrible.
Can't you do anything right? Besides selling your body, that is.
Weird to imply. Okay.
Have, isn't it?
So what was it you wanted to
Yeah.
tell me?
Understatement of the century.
You mean the principal?
Your transcripts since middle school. I thought I'd better give them to you off of school grounds.
So my secret's out then, isn't it? That I'm actually an 11 and Britannian half-breed. That was my stepmother down there. My real mother was that cloud of a maid who knocked over the vase.
Oh.
And your father? Is he the head of the Stotfeld family?
My mother is such a fool. In the end, she wound up a servant. She doesn't have any real skills, and no matter who's ridiculing her, all she could do is laugh like it's nothing. She didn't have to choose to stay in this house, you know? She's just clinging to some old lover who's jilted her.
You really hate your mother, don't you?
I just find her depressing.
Well, this is getting a little heavy.
Mm.
Imagine the wife and the daughter and the other woman all living together.
It could be worse. 3 square meals and a roof, right? I mean, it's not unbearable. Most of the time, anyway.
That's good. Still, some things in life we can bear on our own, but when you add them all up, they eventually break you. Oh, don't worry. I won't lie. I'm always hungry for secrets, but I'd never talk about this.
She seems like the most like suspicious member of the council. Like she's always kind of scheming.
Yeah. Well, and there's definitely like a vibe of like, oh, I'm just like having fun, casual gossiping, but then like,
oh
my goodness.
Also, the conditions she's staying in.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh my god. Also, what is this? What is that? Is that a bottle opener? Is that like a wine opener?
No, there's no corkscrew.
That seemed suspicious.
You teared
Yeah.
up. It's so embarrassing.
It's called honesty.
Well, good thing the Black Knights were there to save him.
If they wanted to catch criminals, they could have joined the police force, you know. Why don't they, I wonder?
They probably don't think the cops are up to the job.
And that's what I would assume. Very like.
If I were in their place.
Change from within.
Yeah, and in the process, they get all tangled up in red tape and bureaucracy.
If they had done everything in their power to change things, that might hold water. As long as they don't, then all of it's just self-righteous posturing.
Self-righteous?
And what constitutes evil in their eyes? What standards are they using? It's nothing but self-satisfying gratification.
Interesting.
Interesting that he doesn't view the Britannians as solely evil. I mean, he works for him, so.
Yeah.
Pretty soon. See you around, Shirley.
With the wink?
All right.
Whoa. Hey. Lucia's not gonna like any of that.
No, but he can't let on.
Hello.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I was thinking if you had some time, you and I...
Back to base. Now that was an interesting choice of words. Go back, implying that's where he thinks he belongs.
Not even listening to her.
Wow.
Oh my god, and they went to a new dang, that he's becoming more light-like by the minute.
Yeah.
Just the blank wall, not even listening to her, like
just so immersed in like his own reality.
Yeah. Also got our first, well, I think that if I was in their position, like
I can just, if I were gonna speculate, if I were in their shoes,
Yeah, and I wonder if he's gonna do some more of that, or if he's gonna let Suzaku's words get to him. Like, it's just all gonna make him seem more suspicious.
Well, being called self-righteous, you're dead in the water because there's no way to respond to being called self-righteous that doesn't confirm. What do you mean I'm self-righteous?
I'm correct. Yeah, no, it's tough.
Refrain.
It's a psychotropic. Makes you think you've gone back to the past.
Must be all the rage here in Japan.
Yeah, well,
Whoa.
who doesn't long for the days before the occupation, right?
That feels like it's...
This stuff was specifically targeted at the Japanese. Can't very well ignore it.
Well, because they want to go back.
Well, yeah, because it would stop any, like, attempt to return to what it used to be because they think it's what it used to be.
Yeah.
Well, we are the heroic.
Yikes.
So people want to join. Oh,
when the ammo gets here.
okay, so her brother was a member of the group. Has her brother passed away? I think that might have been the first person who died. Oh.
No, there's 5 of them. You wouldn't stand a chance at all.
So you think I should just ignore it?
Take a good look at that 11.
What's the matter? Aren't you gonna cry? Why did you say you're
If we intervene and help him win, he wouldn't be able to sell a thing tomorrow. It was his choice to become a Britannian slave. That's just the price you pay for working in the settlement.
Well, even so.
Whoa.
Feeling sorry for this 11,
Geass.
Nah, they feel the same way we do, don't you guys?
Not quite. But you're tired of beating up 11s now, aren't you?
Is he gonna change them permanently? I wonder. Like,
This is boring. You guys want to hit the arcade?
wait, so it's just a cue for us?
Well, they got bored pretty quick, huh?
Okay.
Wait, the Geass is just a clue in for us. Because otherwise, she would have seen all their eyes turn red. Like that redness we see.
For them?
Yeah. They don't see it. Like,
Mhm.
I thought that it was, I mean, it makes sense. It wouldn't be as cool if it was like, you're under my control and there's just no red. But like, I thought that was going to be something to avoid, is people seeing what had been happening. So it truly is imperceptible. He's just asking somebody something and they seem to just answer.
Interesting. Okay. That's very cool. So it's kind of like the way they're animating water breathing in Demon Slayer, where it's like there's not actually water there, but it's so that we can see what it kind of...
Exactly.
How it's working.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I wonder, I mean, that was pretty brazen to do it right in front of her, but we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could just be like, yeah, I'm just like a really suave...
Yeah.
Because like that's such an unreal power that if someone was like, how are you doing that? Just be like, just really persuasive.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah, this is boring. You guys want to hit the arcade? I got no cash.
Well, they got bored pretty quick, huh?
Hey, are you all right?
Huh? A Britannian student? What can I get for you? How about a nice California hot dog, miss? Is this your boyfriend?
California hot dog.
What is a California hot dog?
If you like.
In some ways, Area 11 is better off now than the old Japan ever was. Being made a colony of the Empire has stabilized its military and economic position in the world. 11s can even attain full citizenship through the legal process.
Oh,
It's easy
full
to become
citizenship.
an honorary Britannian. Just a
Wow.
question of pride, really. Though, I can certainly understand why they'd resist.
And also, they still get discounted for being honorary.
Exactly.
What do you think about it all? What do you want to do?
Nothing.
You know, you've got a lot of brains, but you don't seem to be doing much with them. It's all Shirley talks about, saying
You
how
sure about that?
intelligent you are, but how you barely ever apply yourself.
That's why I don't do anything. That 11 we saw back there could tell you. He could lead a better life as long as he bows his head to Britannia.
Oh.
Whoa.
You must think you're pretty cool, huh? Just playing the critic and judging the world from the sidelines? Guess I was a fool to expect anything more from you. You know, I really thought you were a better man than this.
He did not have a problem with that.
No, he was not.
Oh boy. Been there.
Kenny.
What is that? What is that? Oh, maybe it's
like an
Refrain. I bet you it's Refrain. I bet you this is
it
the
looked
drug.
Like, maybe it was like a little plunger thing.
I think, yeah, to that vial.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this has to be Refrain.
No.
She's out.
So, about this orange thing.
Sorry to bring it up. Is this whole thing true, though? That you can't remember anything about when Private Suzaku Kururugi was taken?
Is Orange just his name now?
No, it's just that during the whole Shinjuku incident, I suffered some sort of memory lapse also.
You did?
By the time I regained my senses, my
Oh
Sutherland
boy.
had been stolen. But right before that entire gap in my memory, I remember running into some high school kid.
So you think it was that student?
I can't remember his face, but there may still be a way to get to the bottom of this.
Oh boy.
So people are already on the trail after 30 seconds of having this power. I mean, he has not used it very much at all. He is testing the water, and people are already on his tail.
Yeah, including the first person to Geass.
Literally.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Bottom of this.
What the hell is Zero thinking? After all his talk about bringing down Britannia, he's just got us running around helping the police.
Still feels pretty good to have the will of the people behind us, though.
Yeah, he's right. We're totally heroes on the net.
This is probably just laying the groundwork.
Mm-hmm.
Kallen.
Oh boy. Funny that Zero himself is what caused this mindset.
Yeah, right?
How many tricks does this guy have up his sleeve anyway?
He can get in anywhere. He'll just go
lot.
talk to this security person.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Wow, just drugging up the population to keep them, like, in a position to do what they want.
Yeah.
Are those Japanese people or are those Britannians?
I don't know.
These nightmares really are amazing. Each one is an army.
They're probably Britannians.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
It's crazy that they have like that much control over those suits.
Oh, they're all on Refrain. That's why that guy was so happy in his job. Oh.
That's right. Which is why I'm here.
Oh, and so that's why her mom is so like, just like.
Oh,
fine.
her mom's right there.
Yeah.
She's living in. She said, "Careful, it's dangerous to run like that." She lives in the past of her kid, probably.
Please, I need you to keep an eye on your little sister. Oh. My God, how weak a woman are you, Mother? First you give in to Britannia, then to a man, and now this. My brother is gone forever. Let him go.
Oh my God. Okay.
The night police.
Oh no. Does she still have her mom?
I think so.
Corrupted filth.
Oh boy. No ability to like aim, or that's tough.
Yeah.
How are you gonna? Oh, put your mom down. Oh no. Oh.
No. Oh.
I don't need you.
Oh.
I don't want you.
Whoa. Oh my God. Oh no.
No,
What in the
Still
world?
protecting her, even though she has these thoughts, though.
Yeah.
Go on, run! Get moving, you idiot! I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
If she gets killed.
No, 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 no,
I
no.
always have been. Then that's why you stayed in his house. You stayed there for me. You fool!
Oh no. Oh, little grappling.
Okay.
Oh my God, holding up with the foot.
I'm the fool.
Interesting self-reflection.
Yeah. All right. Really slick move. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Is that person dead? I would presume so.
I mean,
just pulled her in, hit the other unit on the top.
Yeah,
Dang.
right?
That was really innovative, but
yeah.
Become a Britannia now, Kallen. Nobody
Oh.
will ever be able to hurt you now, darling. And you're free to travel and use the phone anytime you want.
So this is her mother?
False tears bring pain to those around you.
how is she there?
Brings pain to oneself.
Oh, we gotta hear that one again.
False, yeah.
You can always tell when Code Geass is dropping a little philosophy line of the show.
Yeah.
So this is her mother?
False tears bring pain to those around you. A false smile brings pain to oneself.
Oh.
Part of me is thinking she lives in Lelouch's brain somehow and can, like, if she's nearby him, like, manifest.
Interesting.
Like she's
like
almost...
a fate kind of creature.
I don't know what that is.
Like the fates. Like they go around and like they decide your fate.
No, not that.
Okay.
I'm thinking more like, I'm imagining more a situation where it's like, there's a little butler that lives in your head and like, anytime you call him up, it'll just pop up if it's in a 10-yard like window of you.
Interesting.
Like, I think that potentially when they touched, she like connected into his brain and almost like created like, here's what it is, like a backup drive.
Interesting.
And now can essentially use that power to reanimate, because I'm wondering how the other person, the Emperor, is able to talk to Clovis even though he's dead.
Right.
Part of me thinks maybe a version of Clovis is stored on him because he probably has Geass as well.
Yeah.
Because I remember when they said, "Oh, we're on the verge of another Ragnarok connection." That was his voice. And the last thing I'll say is, if Refrain can take you back to the past, maybe it's like connected in with the brain power and research, and they're trying to be able to go to the actual past with the brain tech or something. Like,
okay.
I don't like alter his, I don't know. Like it's there's something going on there. I think there's a connection.
I couldn't agree more, Kenny. Yeah. There is something going on there.
Yeah.
A false smile brings pain to oneself.
Ah.
We'll be analyzing that after the episode for sure.
It's an after effect of Refrain. She's unable to talk much. She'll recover eventually, but it will take time.
That's probably why she was like that while working.
Yeah.
20 years.
But you wait. I'm working to change things when you get out. I swear to you.
20 years?
Yeah. For possession.
Jesus.
Please, Mother.
And when they're on it, they literally, oh.
Hang in there, Kallen. My little girl. Don't you worry.
Good that she thinks this way now, like is getting more
I mean,
clear
this was like a
picture.
breakthrough she needed to have, but it sucks that she only figured it out after her mom's gonna be gone.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
All right.
Is this what destroyed Karius' unit?
Yeah, that's right, Britannia. We can finally go up against you on equal footing. Sorry.
So that's how they emitted the thing in the... Oh, earthquake too. Oh my god.
Thing.
Well, that was a tragic
sad
episode of Code Geass. What are your what are your first thoughts before we jump into a discussion?
My thoughts.
Very tragic end there, but
that was really sad.
Gonna help her, hopefully.
Yeah, I think that'll definitely give her motivation, but I'm also kind of worried for her, just like looking back and remembering what a dick she was.
Yeah.
Like, especially when you know your mom is suffering.
Yeah, and hopefully she can work to change things for when she gets out, or change things enough to get her out early.
Right.
We'll have to see, but thank you for watching. We're going to have new episodes of Code Geass coming every Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so make sure to like and subscribe down below to see us continue through this amazing series. If you can't wait and want to see these episodes of Code Geass, My Hero Academia, and Demon Slayer, check out the Patreon linked in the description below, where they are all posted in their extended full-length forms. We have a lot to discuss. Before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's review.
Thank you for watching. For now, we're going to go to questions given to us by our amazing Patreon members. If you want to ask us questions that we'll answer after every episode of Code Geass that we watch, join the link in the description below at any level and start asking. For now, let's go to question 1. All right, Peter Met asks, the drug Refrain is pivotal in this episode. Refrain is shown to be used by 11s. The word refrain means to stop yourself from doing something. Do you see an intention by the Britannians sort of spreading this drug, and like what do you think of its sort of concept within and the way it's used within the show?
Yeah, 100%. I think the use of the name Refrain in the context of like refrain makes people refrain from standing up against the government.
And progressing.
Exactly.
Yeah, like,
just kind of like
literally living in the past.
Pausing progress and just turning people into the most controllable version of themselves.
Yeah, I think it's a powerful message, and I think that it's something that's used in societies.
100%.
Yeah, I wonder how widespread this use is going to be, like if it's going to keep coming up. And I wonder, it's just an interesting concept to be like, it lets you live in your past, you know, like.
Definitely. Well, it reminds me of this thing I saw the other day. It was a TikTok of this person talking about why they decided to stop drinking. And they said, like, I didn't really have, it wasn't like I couldn't control the amount I was drinking. Like, I didn't have a problem like that. My issue was anytime I drank, I was like, this is all fine. My life is so great. When it was not fine and my life was not so great, which that like really struck me, because I was like, just at surface level, if something makes you feel like everything's fine, that seems fine and harmless.
To refrain from taking it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
I'm really curious to see like exactly where the refrain is coming from, if it's like a byproduct of the setup that they have, or if it's being like created and distributed specifically like by the like political higher ups.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Let's go to question 2. Jay DeMilton asks, in this episode we explore the different ideals of Lelouch and Suzaku further. Suzaku wants a slower, arguably safer change to the system from within, and Lelouch wants to destroy the system quickly and completely. We've seen how Japanese people who work within and against the system are treated, and how Britannia runs rampant with corruption and has a survival of the fittest strategy. How do you think Suzaku and Lelouch's ideas will hold up, like comparatively to the system they're trying to change?
Totally. There are definitely pros and cons for both of their approaches. The main one I think of is for Lelouch, just destroying the system is really appealing in the abstract, but then like think about how many societies have gone from we're gonna start over and make everything like better, and then in that power vacuum worse stuff starts to happen.
Power vacuum is a good word for that problem.
Exactly. And if you don't plan on that because you're so set in this idea of I'm gonna scrap everything and start over, you don't really think about the potential repercussions of that. And then also, like, not to be super dark, if Lelouch dies halfway through taking down the government,
somebody else will,
really bad stuff can happen.
Yeah.
On the other side, trying to like destroy and come up from within, it's not gonna fucking work, because it never does, because it's deliberate. Like the reason that it's written into the system that he's not going to be able to make a difference, both by like the way he's being treated, and like you can't be treated like shit constantly and continue to give something your best. Like it will beat you down. Like it fundamentally like changes your DNA. Like people get sick from being in such a horrible environment for so long.
Are you thinking like Suzaku's approach won't work because of how bad the system is itself? I'm
thinking working from the inside for Suzaku, there's progress is going to be made so slowly, and he's going to be destroying himself while trying to make this change, and kind of taking this approach of like, okay, I'm going to go have this conversation with this person who doesn't think I, am like a person.
Yeah.
And I'm going to like argue with them with like logic and a smile of like why I deserve to be considered a person. And
they're not really open to listening. And
exactly. Well, and you can't like go argue your humanity and then not and have it denied and then just keep going.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, he seems to be doing that, and we'll see if anything happens long term. But I think Lelouch's method of like actually striking at it is going to be more effective in the long term. But it's interesting. Suzaku's like, well, like what exactly are they fighting against, like who exactly are they going after. Like it seems like they're just self-imposed grandstanding. Like I think that that's an interestingly stark point of view for him to take when somebody as horrible as the Emperor exists. Like you'd think if he doesn't like megalomaniac leaders, he might not like his megalomaniac leader, you know?
Yeah, it feels like someone who was just brought up in an environment where like the rules were the end all be all. So the way to like make a change is to like ask the system how to make a change and then follow the steps.
I just don't know how that is, because like him and Light grew up together. Like they it's interesting that they have such differing personalities and points of view from similar situations. I don't know. Not that they're similar.
Wait,
because
you said he and Light.
Oh yeah, him and Lelouch. I feel like him and Lelouch were together for so long. Like I feel like 7 years ago, and like I don't know how long they spent together initially, but it feels like they spent their childhoods exposed to a similar environment, and Lelouch developed one point of view while he developed the other. And the other interesting thing is that Lelouch points out that Japan has benefited in some ways because of like access to trade, like strengthening military. So like I think he's acknowledging, he's like, yeah, we just need to take out the higher up people, and then we can take charge of that system and make it better. Which is an interesting point of view. Typically, it's like an Eren where it's like, I want to take down everybody.
Yeah, we're just going to burn it.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if his opinion's going to shift, but we'll have to see. All right, let's go to our final question. All right, South Coast asks, Kallen's birth mother is now facing prison time for her crime. Light would label her as a criminal and sentence her with the death note. Do you think Lelouch or Suzaku would agree with that sense of justice?
Definitely not.
Like
1000% no. I don't think any logical person can agree with that sense of justice.
I mean, like
it's not justice.
Yeah. And Lelouch hasn't done, besides that initial Geass murder where he got all of them to like shoot themselves after they'd been brutally terrorizing an entire like district, which like clearly shown them to be horrible people.
Exactly. Well, and that's almost I don't know, there's a big difference between Light's kind of like, I'm just gonna kill anyone who disagrees with me because I have this plan that's going to make it better for everyone in the long term, and Lelouch's like self-defense by proxy. Yeah, like it's like he sees other people in imminent danger and he's like, okay, well now I'm going to do something, which is a different.
Yeah, and it's fascinating that he didn't step in with the hot dog guy this time. Like, yeah, I'm trying to get a hand on what exactly Lelouch's beliefs are, and they're more nuanced than I initially thought they were going to be.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, it's a very unique perspective where he's like, his actions seem like so pro Japan, yet he, on an individual level, he doesn't seem to care much for Japanese people. It seems more just to be his most immediate, closest to him way to piss off the Britannian elites, but then he's saying that
individual Britannians he doesn't have like a fundamental issue with.
And then he also talks about how Britannia has actually helped Japan in some ways. Like it's like this, it's very weird.
It's very convoluted, and it's ideas that typically don't have a lot of gray area.
And he seems so set.
And
like
he's,
we'll have to see.
Very weird.
As he reveals more of his plans, but that's about it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Are we excited for episode 10 of Code Geass?
Can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.